So, previously, the group of you have started running some sorties against the Order of Whelm that's seeking to take over and overwhelm the city of Akkad. These sorties are more tailored towards the functions and capabilities of a small force of individuals as opposed to a grand battle. You need to try to find individuals who are pertinent to the leadership of the Askar, which are the members of the guards of the city of Akkad, such to organize them and bring their forces to bear. You need to try to find and, if possible, exterminate these three generals of Whelm, individuals who were spotted by one of your party, Jaya, a few days prior, responsible for setting fires, and now seem to be heading the factions of Whelm. You need to rescue hostages from the oases and prevent the Order of Whelm from taking over that, as it is the food and water source upon which the entire city relies. One of the sorties will be to try to isolate and recapture the currently unconnected structure of the establishment and secure it for a period of time such that Kelpip will be able to reconnect it to his magical network and then provide, at the very least, some type of magical provisionings to yourselves and the Askar if their forces are brought to bear. This is where we're picking up. The group of you successfully defended Rook's Mead Hall from an incursion meant to finish off survivors from previous bouts, and saw fit to charge forward and try to break into the oasis. You found a few members of the Askar that were willing to help you after a few well-timed persuasion rolls and some clever words, all of which have died. But they were able to successfully distract a number of the combatants in this scuffle. As you charged in, there was a very clutch banishment on the Dreadnought, the massive Draconian, who you fought versions of them a few times at this point, and you're well aware of their capabilities. This Dreadnought was guarding a number of tied-up citizens near the edge of the waters of the Oasis, and unfortunately, the order went out about 2 rounds later to start killing the hostages. That banishment held for a very long time, thanks to Tang's good rolling and clever positioning, pardon me. But it has returned. Most of the hostages, except for one, have been executed because of the fights that have been happening. And right now you're locked in a battle trying to exterminate the last few members of the Order of Whelm and save the one remaining hostage who's currently sanctuaried by Tang. We'll see how long that holds. I believe I need to put Jaya on this map, if I recall correctly.
And Siegfried.
And Siegfried.
And Siegfried. Layer. It would help if I'm not on the map layer. Alright, so Jaya right there, and Siegfried, not the wild shape folder, right there. Okay, both of you can roll into initiative, if you don't mind. I'll pull up Heliwrast, because I'll manage her. And let's get the battle music going instead.
Oh, look, someone rolled high.
Well done. Okay, have Heliwrast sheet. I have that set. Alright. Why does your thing say Megan instead of Jaya? What did you
I
do?
don't know, man. I didn't do shit. I opened it. Don't know. Not usually fucking around on roll 20. I don't know. I'm also not on a map if that makes a difference. I don't know if we're supposed to be at this
I'm
point.
not on the map either.
Ah,
Nope.
that's what. That's why.
Oh god, it's this map again.
Turn. There we go. You got a 23. Siegfried got. Siegfried, your sheet's on Whisper also.
Yep, I just switched it off.
Okay, sounds good. And one of the things I neglected to mention in the recap as well, just as a reminder, based on the amount of time between when the fires happened and the group of you chose to return to Akkad after your travels back to Elderthorn, you likely need to succeed in dismantling the Order of Whelm within roughly the next day. You have a little bit less time than that at this point. Otherwise, likely too many of the citizens will have fallen, and Akkad will be overwhelmingly lost. So you can, in theory, you might be able to sneak a long rest in, but you'll probably have an hour, in theory, after a long rest, and lots of people will die because of it. So this brings us into initiative. 23, and Siegfried is up here, above the foot soldiers. Okay. Top of the order, where we left off last, is Dunan. And I believe Heliwrast has already added her temporary hit points for your aura. She has.
Did I have my turn already, or didn't I? I'm not sure.
You did not. We were leaving off on you.
Okay. Tang also gets 9 temp HP. And seeing that the last civilian is getting threatened by the dreadnought, he's gonna rush over and take the opportunity attack from that one. What's it called? Chosen one.
Okay. Let me grab the chosen stat block. And you can continue in the meantime. They don't have Sentinel.
Yeah.
Craghammer 14 to hit you, no good.
No, does a 15 hit the dreadnought?
15 on the dreadnought, no, just misses.
Blech.
You missed the broadside of a barn there.
Second hit.
27 hits.
It's still very healthy, right?
No, dreadnought's taken some pretty hefty damage at this point. So that is 12 points, unless you want to dump something on there.
Have to save something.
All right. Conserve the resources.
Eyes on me. That's it.
Okay, that'll bring us to the mastermind. That is... Oh, that's the stat block I was missing. There we go.
Oh, sorry, can I push him?
Oh, yeah.
Too big.
Yeah. Double...
DC 17.
DC 17. It's a strength save.
Yeah.
24.
Close.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. The mastermind is up here where Jaya and Siegfried have caught up to the party from their side mission of scouting around. We'll roll through that stuff later. The mastermind is going to turn to the new group of you. Move to here. And I'd like both of you to make me Constitution saving throws, please, against poison. Jaya, you pass. Siegfried, you pass. You each take half damage of 11 poison damage. And you do not gain the level of exhaustion. And you are further immune to its breath weapon
I'm resistant to poison. I just take half of that half, right?
Yeah, so you take 5 at that point then. That is its full action to do so. Blood Curse of the Binding, that's on the mage, I believe.
Yes.
And that is a strength or con?
That is a strength.
Got an 8, still bound. Brings us to Aeolus with Tang on deck.
I'm gonna attempt to take 2 swipes at the Dreadnought with Percussive.
Yep. Both of those will connect. 14, 20, 31. How do you want to do that?
Aelish just goes into a frenzy, trying to protect the last prisoner.
Certainly. The Dreadnought, as a Draconian, not one of the Chosen, has death throws as well. I would like you and Dunan to both make me dexterity saving throws.
I'll shield master that if I can.
Certainly. Dunan, you take no damage. And Aeolus. Oh, yours is above me. Sorry, I didn't realize you clicked it that quickly. 13. Aeolus, you take 9 points of fire damage as the Dreadnought implodes and then sends out this wave